Welcome to the Vision UK Apple iOS Wi-Fi camera app. This app will work with iPhone, iPod or iPad. You download the app from the Play Store, and once you've done so, of course, you'll see the little app on your home screen. To go with it, you will need either one of our Wi-Fi cameras with built-in transmitter, or alternatively we offer a separate waterproof transmitter to which we can connect any of our standard cameras. In either case, all you need to do is to connect a 12 or 24 volt DC supply into the strap plug, and whenever the transmitter sees a power source, it will start transmitting on the Wi-Fi camera frequency. If this is the first time you've connected the device and you're in your office or at home, you do need to just manually select the Wi-Fi network, and as you can see we've got one already set up here, and it's the HDAV 433.05010 network. Each transmitter will have its own unique Wi-Fi address. I should also say, if you're in a car or away from any other recognised networks, you don't need to manually change the network like we do now. The app will automatically find the right network, but we are in an office, so I've just got to tell it to use this network, which I've done. Close here. So now when we go to our Wi-Fi app icon, press on that, enter the app, and we can start to see the camera that's actually pointing out our office window here. So once the app's running, we can actually leave it at any time, go and use another app. Now, for example, you may have a sat-nav app running on your car. This particular iPad does not have a modem, so we're not connected to the internet, because obviously the Wi-Fi camera has got the Wi-Fi network. But then we can simply go back to the camera at any time, and it immediately starts displaying the image again. Worth mentioning perhaps this, because we're using the Wi-Fi network, if you have a Bluetooth connector, so for example if you're streaming audio to your car's in-car entertainment system, that still works, and if you've got a phone, the phone will still work whilst this app is operating. Okay. So, if we want to change the settings, it's a very simple application. We have this little setup icon down here, and this now brings up all these different icons. So the first thing we can do is we can change the password. At the moment there's no password set, but for example if we want to put a password on to stop people changing our settings, we can do that. So that's been modified, and now when we go back in here, we can't get back in without entering the password. So I'll just put that back in now. So we're in. Now this time I'm going to go back to getting rid of the password just to make the demonstration more easily. So we go back again to our password option, and this time when it says do I want to change password, because I've just logged in, if I leave that blank and hit modify, it now gets rid of the password, and we can just go in. As simple as that. If you do lose a password, there's no magic numbers we can tell you. Unfortunately, you have to uninstall and reinstall the app. Here we have a number of settings for the recording. So the first one we do here is we can turn auto record on or auto record off. So the red icon at the top there is telling us we're recording, so every time we can see a picture, that's been recorded. But we can turn that off if we so choose. So that's turned it off. And again, this is why you might want to put a password on to stop people turning the recording off if you want it to be always recording when you're driving, for example. We'll leave it on for now. The other quite useful setting here is we have two options. Basically this app will use as much memory capacity as you have free on the device, and it will just fill all of it up. When it's done that, if you want it to just get rid of the oldest files that this app has recorded, it won't touch any other files on the system. leave it on overwrite, and it will just get rid of the oldest file and record the newest files. If we do stop when full, when all the available memory is full, it will just stop recording and not record any more files. Final setting is how fast we want to record, 10, 15, 20 frames per second. Basically the faster the recording rate, the bigger the files that are recorded. But normally 10 to 15 frames per second will give you as good a real-time video as you would need. Okay, then go to playback. So we've recorded all these files. If we go to playback here, we can see the files were recorded, and as you can see, I'm just playing back a file that we've already recorded. Done. If I want to get rid of a file, what's going on there? I'm going to edit mode, tick that, then delete it. And we can get rid of as many files as we want to do this method. You can also take files off the device, or delete them, or whatever you want to do, through the computer. So for example, if you recorded an accident and you want to save that and send it to somebody else, you can download that file to a computer. You have to do that through the iTunes interface, and that isn't covered in this video, but that's fairly straightforward to do as well. We'll cover that in a separate video. Then the only other thing you can do, if you so wish, you can close down the application manually. Although to be quite honest, there's not a lot of point of doing that, because it's not doing much in the background, and we would just tend to recommend you just do that if you're using it, because it's always available should you need to use it. And that's it. Thank you for watching the video.